Good evening, friends, and welcome to the world of the International Fabtalks. Today, it's a wonderful session. For me, it's a special one because I've met a special person who has agreed to share her space and time with us. You'll be really surprised to know and connect with her because she is a person who could be very useful in your life in case you are facing any problem which you cannot solve and you need assistance from the right kind of people or the right kind of agency. Join us, friends, to welcome our celebrity and guest who is a detective. And when I say detective, a lady detective. And hats off to her for her courage. I'd like to salute her at the start itself because many of us wouldn't do that. And in fact, she's the first woman detective in South India, my dear friends. I'd like to go ahead, welcome her. You want to know what's her name and from where she is? She is from Chennai. So join us, friends, to welcome A.M.Malathi. She's a lady detective, the first lady detective in South India. Hello, ma'am, and welcome to this session.
Hello. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Pleased
you
to
so
meet
much, ma'am.
you and like to share my thoughts.
Yes, dear. Thank you very much, ma'am, for accepting the invitation to the International Fabtalks. Thank you very much. Because I know you're a busy person and you're doing great work. I mean, many of the men also won't come forward to do all of this. And if you have taken up this for a good cause to save many innocent people from being scammed, from being cheated, and from being manipulated, so you are an angel with invisible wings, all that I can say. Allow me to share your profile and we go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. My dear friends, it's really so courageous of ma'am to be on that zone. It didn't start off right today or yesterday or maybe 1 or 2 years. It's a long journey. More than 2 decades, ma'am is into this beautiful field. Let's get to know more about her. Dear friends, as I earlier mentioned, she is A.M.Malathi and she has this beautiful academy, A.M.M. Academy's Women Detective Agency. She's also connected with kitchen garden workshops. She loves that. She's the vice president of Ixnora, women entrepreneur. She's connected with that as well, helping many women to regain the composure that they have lost in case they have faced a lot of ups and downs. She's been connecting with women as well. She's been awarded several awards and recognized on different platforms. I'm being very brief because I'd like her to share all of that. And she's connected with innovative service and she's focused more on bringing about change in the human mind. And she's a pioneer in organic terrace farming. Can you see the versatility of this person? Right from being a detective, connected to terrace farming, uplifting women, and all of that. That really makes her extra special because she's connected to Mother Earth as well. When she's connected with terrace farming, I really love that. Malathi ma'am is really very focused on improving the lives of people around her. Malathy Women's Detective Agency is the only detective agency having an exclusive women's wing pioneered in South India by Mrs.Malathi, the first women detective in South India, as I mentioned earlier, with overwhelming response from women who have been suffering in silence for long. There are several women who might have been put down due to societal pressure or family pressure, or you could say just any pressure. But yes, if they connect with Malti ma'am and a detective agency, their problems could be solved. She goes by the tagline, what is impossible for you is possible for us, and we get to solve all your problems. It could be matrimonial one, it could be a background check, it could be with regard to your job, your employers, employees, etc. That's really wonderful. Now, it's Malati ma'am's organization, the detective organization, is connected and associated with many government departments, educational institutions, and public and private sector undertakings in detective work, various types of investigations, etc. And it is 25 years old, 25 plus years of hard work. This well-reputed private detective and investigation agency provides customized, flexible, personalized, comprehensive detective services right from 1993. So it's almost 3 decades.
30.
Yeah,
30 years.
30 years. Excellent, ma'am. And you are still so strong and connected. That's really wonderful. We are really like, how could you do all of this? How could you do all of this? Now that's what I want to ask you, because I've never met anybody like you in India. Of course, I might have read some detective books across the world where there are women detectives, but in India you're the first person I personally am coming in contact with. Now, many of your friends, your relatives, who don't know much about you, strangers, audience out there would love to know who is the real A.M. Malathi.
See, from childhood, I used to look at people inquisitively, what they are doing. Any hard work, even the with the Gadapara Manviti and all that, the soil work, or anything I see, I learn. I want to learn everything. In Tamil they say, 64 கலைகளையும் கற்று மறன் களவும் கற்று மற. Even theft you should know to take off the things, but you should not practice in your life. Like that, I have learned everything, whatever possible which comes on my life. I learned. Still, I keep learning. So I think that is my biggest plus and biggest minus also. In that case, when I was doing my engineering, my father is my main inspiration. So I have been, and looking back, whatever my father says, I'll take it up. My father told me, we are from a very conservative family. We are Nagaratta Natukote Chitya from Karakudi. So our people, they don't send girls, for higher education. I think I'll be proud to say, from our family, my father's brother's daughter, she became a doctor. I became a first engineer. She became a first doctor. And my father always used to tell me, it is a I can say it is a personal experience which happened in our family. My aunt, one of my aunt became a widow, and one of the aunt, she was ditched by her husband. Those days, going to court is a big sin in my community. So the other aunt, who was literally in the house with three kids, supported my father and his brothers. So my father always used to tell me, you should live in your own leg. So learn whatever is possible. I'm not teaching you everything for making money and giving it to me, which you will use it in your life when it is required. So I'm not making you study for the sake of earning money. When it is required, you use it. So that word, made me learn everything possible. And my mother, if I say, I want to do some oil painting or fabric painting, she will immediately go, and it is in 1980s. She'll buy things for me at 2,500 rupees. She will buy things to do the artworks and all that. So the encouragement from her side and her boldness, all these things brought me into this field. But I'm basically an engineer. Accidentally, I came into the field because my husband, who completed his law, and he had started the agency in the year 1989. I joined him in 1993, and I took over him. I both of us are doing it together, but I'm so interested, and I do most of the investigations. Always ladies are better than men. That's what I think in investigating field. Every woman has an investigator in their inside them. Yeah.
Yes, dear. Excellent, ma'am. Excellent. You started off very well. You shared about yourself so nicely. You had the support of your father, your mother as well. You derive a lot of strength from them. And of course, your better half as well. That's really
Yeah.
wonderful.
My better half, first he tried to put me in the house and all that. Once there was a newspaper interview from Dinakandi. The reporter asked my husband, how is that you have left her like this? My husband said, I tried controlling her, but I couldn't control her. She's a katar. Katar means, it flows, you cannot control. So like that, she is. So I have left her, and she is blooming up.
Wonderful, wonderful, dear. And I'm glad that you had the right kind of support. and you
Yeah.
started off. And I'm sure even if you didn't have the support, you have a lot of positive energy within you. Like you could have done it alone as well, but
Yeah,
you're blessed
exactly.
you have the support of others. That much I understand. And you being from the engineering stream, I just wanted
Yeah.
to ask you this: how did the shift from the engineering stream enter into the detective one? You already explained that to me very well.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, and thank you for that. Thank you so much. Now, ma'am, I just want to ask you this. Now, when you initiated this process of entering
Yeah.
into the detective space to
Yeah.
be a detective and a lady detective and all
Yeah.
of that, how was the response from the society? Family was with you. How was
Yeah.
the response of the society, your neighbors, and your near and dear ones who were very close? What were they? They were very accepting, or they had this like.
See, basically, I'm a very simple person, down to earth person. People in the beginning they never knew that I was doing a detective work, and only after I would say after this YouTube came up, and I started giving interviews, my relatives are really knowing that I am doing this. Till then, people thought I didn't do any work. That's a basic thing. But my family is my husband, my children's. They are all when my child was 22 days old, I left her and went for detective work. Whenever I used to go out for work in the evening hours, I put both of my kids in the scooter and take them out for the detective work. Even my dog used to come with me for detective work. So likewise, I never used to bother whether you praise me or this is my work, this is my bread and butter. I have to come up in life. I am Ours is a love marriage, so that fire was there in me. Well, like in my community, they didn't take me up for 13 years. Once I was a person in the society, when society started respecting me and I started earning, I built my own house. That's when my people came and met me. So till I had that fire in me and I started, my the whole family were working together for this, to achieve this level.
Excellent, excellent, ma'am. And I would like all of the women out there to take you as an inspiration. No matter what, the fire within us should be alive to build a beautiful world for ourselves, not to allow society to have any impact on you in a negative way. Positive way, it's
Yes.
fine. But in a negative way, if they interfere or come across your path,
But I had problems
fine.
in my same field itself. No, they used to say housewife, she's a housewife, saying that she's doing a detective work. So that criticism I had, and that was even addressed by TV channels as a query also.
Nevertheless, ma'am, you've completed 3 decades in this beautiful field. How does it feel now? Having crossed 3 decades, how does that feel?
See, for me, I don't get satisfied with what I do. I have to still do. So I don't I எனக்கு இந்த கொம்பெல்லாம் முளைக்காது எப்பவுமே. I'm always the down to earth person. People who have seen me 30 years before, they tell me you're the same. You're the same Malathi. My friend says you're the same Malathi with so much of fun and enthusiasm. We know that you'll do something better than us. But they are all shining in the engineering field. I have just come out of it, and I have entered a new field, and I am actually doing very well. And this field, I would say, has connected all my friends, because in my schooling, I studied in different states, not different states, different districts of Tamil Nadu. So from my eighth standard, from Tuticorin, I got my friends back. That is from because it was eighth standard. People could recognize me and all that. My first standard to fifth standard friends, I have not got back. But all my schooling friends, because of this, even my college mates who are in abroad, they keep calling me because I am in this field. They can take my number and contact me.
Excellent, ma'am. Excellent. Now, dear ma'am, as you've been in this field for so many years, do you only work for the people of Tamil Nadu or any other state people who may watch this video once in their lifetime? They might come across this video. Is
Yeah.
it even for the people of other states who take the services of?
Previously, we were doing Bangalore, Delhi, Bombay, all the places. After COVID, our staffs are refusing to go even away from Chennai. So this is the scenario right now. So we are not able to, but our old customers, 30 years old customers, they insist that we have to take up the case. The expenses are also more, but they don't mind because they know my service. So they always, say it's okay, madam. Please do it for us. If you take some more time, also it's okay with us. So that is why one of my client, he was ready to get me ticket for Australia, not only for me, for the whole family. I said I won't leave the family and go. He said I'll take for all four of you. Please go find out about my daughter and her husband's status and get back to me. So this is the my clients don't go back. We get repeated inquiry from them and help from they require help from me. Yeah.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am, for sharing. Thank you. Now, ma'am, what kind of services do you offer? Like I have read one connected with matrimonial check, background checking, and all of that. Actually, more, what more do you offer in this detective services that you offer?
See, matrimonial, we do it pre-matrimonial and post-matrimonial, before the wedding and after the wedding. After the wedding, it is the evidence collection for the court cases and other things. Then teenager monitoring, wherein the children they get into bad friendship or bad activities, drug addiction, and some of the kids studying in ninth standard, they will be having friends the age of 25, 24, and learn some unwanted things from them. So when the parents they find this change in the child, they come to us. So we monitor them and then we try to counsel the parents. We cannot counsel the child. We have to counsel the parent and then bring the back child into line. And we do blackmailers. Previously we were doing all that. Nowadays, we are not getting cases and we are also not doing. And the trademark patent rights that we do. And uh, uh, those days we used to get those letters, no blackmail letters that we used to do. But nowadays, no blackmail letters, only phone calls keep coming. So all these any if the thing is, and you come with any problem, some peculiar problems comes. They come and discuss with us, and we get them some solution.
Yes, dear ma'am. Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Now, ma'am, of late there are a lot of online scams.
Yeah.
Do people connect with you with regard to online scams as well? Because now that is the latest thing that is eating up the lives of many vulnerable people. It could be a senior citizen, it could be a young professional too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, online frauds happen even in matrimony. And,
Yes.
once a doctor walked into my office. She is a government doctor. Her salary would be definitely 1.5 lakhs. She comes with a saying, say, I've got a message. I'm going to get $30 million, and they want me to send so much amount to this account. Can I go ahead with that? I said, you have got a doubt. That is why you walked into my office. You have learned, you've worked hard, learned, got into MBBS, you have passed your entrance interview, everything, and got into a government job. You're in a respectable position and you're about 45 years old. You should be knowing what you're asking is wrong. See, without working, how can you get money? So people should first put something into their mind, that is, work hard and get the money. Work and get the money. Money which comes without work will not stay with you. So this is what I expect. The uh, people to people and students, wherever I go for talks to the colleges and schools, I tell them, you work hard, then ask for the money. Even before working hard, don't ask for the money. Immediately after completing the education, children would like to earn 1 lakh, 2 lakhs. I won't say it is wrong, but some kids really they have that uh, capacity. But some kids, without even knowing what work they will do, I used to ask them, what will you work? You want 1 lakh. You're going into a new company. Do you know about the company and what work you will do and what and how, why you are expecting so much of money? There will be a real big question mark. So these things have to be taught to the children in the college and schools. I know there should be a counseling session which has to be conducted in schools and colleges at the final year to understand how they are going to go out of the college and face the world. So this is a must.
Yes, dear ma'am. And I'm glad that even you're focusing on the young college students and guiding them,
Yes.
mentoring them in the right way. That's wonderful. Now, dear, being in the detective field is not an easy task, even for a male member. Now,
Yeah.
you being a female person, like, what are the challenges that you face on a regular basis? What type of challenges come across your path, and how do you deal with them?
See, actually, one client comes to me, one enemy also comes to me, because the client's enemy is becomes my enemy. So I tackle in a way that I don't hurt anybody. I try not to. So I get a number of enemies are there for me, but the way I speak and I behave, the enemy also becomes friends to me. In a actual case, I actually found out what is the problem. Engagement was broken because of my report, and I called the girl's father to break the news. And he felt very bad. He was in a respectable position. He said, "I'm very sorry, I didn't know this." So, and he said that what my daughter has done is wrong. So I accept to break the engagement, and he broke the engagement. He went. After 2 months, he comes back and tells me, "Please bring my daughter out of this problem." So this is the way I know treat my clients and their enemies or whatever you call it.
Yes, dear ma'am, that's very nice. To be very tactful, to be very, connected with the person, even if he is in the opposition, or maybe he's, not the person who has directly come to you for help. Like, and later on, this person came to you for help again
Yeah,
for his
yeah,
own daughter. He accepted what you shared, the truth. When you gave them the facts and the
yeah.
truth, that's what when he had to accept it very honestly. And he bowed down to you and said, "Yes, I accept it."
I got this. I'm a very forceful person. I fight. There are one incident I would quote is like I was carrying my daughter. I was residing in Velachery. When I walked on the road, there was a pothole on the road, and it was rainy day, and I fell. Then immediately I got up. I just called the corporation office AE, and I blasted him like anything. I said, "What the hell? Your people are working. There's a pothole in the middle of the road." I fell down. So, thank God nothing happened. So there was another incident. Again, I called the AE. I blasted him. And after that, I spoke with some people and found Exnora as an organization which is doing the all civic works and all problems. So I started Exnora for the inauguration. The councillor came and the AE also came. He came behind me and said, "Madam, you were the person who blasted me over the phone." I said, "Yes." So he remembered my voice. I asked him, "How did you identify me?" Your voice, your terror, you're a terror piece. And I always used to fight. Our president, Exnora Nirmal sir, he called me once and said, "You should not behave like this. Come, I'll take you with me and you learn how to talk to people." So one single day we visited 45 IAS officer. He told me, but I thought he's just joking. So I met 45 IAS officer in one single day along with him, but I don't remember the names. I was just 27, I think, when I went out with Nirmal sir to meet the IAS officers. I was a very playful person. So, and he used to take me to each and every office, and how we used to behave with the officers while coming out, how he talks to the PA, how he talks to the peon, how you should handle the human being. So that he taught me. It was a practical experience which I got, which I started implementing in my lifestyle. So, and he used to say, don't fight with people. And now I fight with the counselor, the panchayat goes to sir. There's a look at this, your ex-Nora and Velicheri, she keeps fighting. So, sir will call me, what did you do? I said, sir, don't interfere in all this. What they're doing is absolutely wrong. You should not ask. Then he used to, you should handle people like this. So, he tamed me actually. So, that I would like to thank Nirmal sir for, taming me to this position. Yeah.
Yes, hats off to Nirmal sir for all that he has done for the environment and for all the people.
Yes.
That's it. I really admire that person. Now, ma'am, you're connected even with terrace farming. How did this
Yes.
interest start in you? When did this passion start? Are you still connected with it till date?
I wouldn't call it as a passion. Also, it is more than that. Like how you worship God. That is, from my childhood, I was brought up with in an eco-friendly environment. Till I was when from younger days. I was born in Ponnamaravati. It was a town, small town near my mom's village, and as a baby of for 6 months, I was in my granny's place, which is called Vendanbatti near Karakudi. So I lived there. That is, I love the house. The most place which I love is my grand's place. It was like a L shape. It was in a 1 acre area. It was in a L shape. We used to have the house, and in the center we used to have a well. We used to have a very big lemon tree, flowering plants, banana trees, all vegetables grown inside the house. So my grand used to say, when we used to go for our vacations to my native, you pour this water. What water? That is our kitchen waste water. We used to collect it, and we used to go and pour it to one plant. So I didn't learn. It's a lifestyle which my granny lived. I started adopting it. Then after that, I was carried to Metu. It was a quarters hydropower plant was there in Metu. So there we were in quarters. I was in the enviro-friendly environment, and my father's peons used to come and work in the garden, which I was looking. That's what my mom used to tell me. I don't know. I always sit with them and they work in the garden. Then when I shifted to Dharmaburi, I quite knew something what is happening. 2 years old, and one night, I said, my father was going for a tour to the nearby village in ED. So, and Appa's junior engineer, and the peon Anna, Manikam was my favorite Anna, because he does a very good gardening, and like he's like big strength to me. He used to be 6 feet tall, and I used to be so small, no. So I used to say he's like a bodyguard, or he's a very strong person, I believe. I used to tell them, Manikamanna, the rose chedi konduvanganna. Those days, just you cut and keep, they'll come. For Dharmaburi climate, they will come. So, அண்ணா நீங்க டூர் போறீங்க, அங்க இதுல MRTSல இருக்கும், எடுத்துட்டு வாங்க. I told him. So he brought it. In the night, the vehicle comes at 12 o'clock in the night. My father is entering the house. Immediately, as a child also, I don't sleep properly. When small sound comes, I just wake up. And I came running and saw, and he said, Papa, kondu vandutempa, அப்படினு. And I stood, Amma, bring the hurricane light. You have that hurricane light those days, right? And my mom asked you, எதுக்கு? Amma, I have to keep the plant. The Anna says, no, we will keep it tomorrow. Then I told her, Anna, settu poidona, it will die. Come and plant it immediately. And everybody started laughing in the van, and they said they plant it immediately, otherwise she won't sleep in the night. And they planted that, the just the cutting. They planted and it grew, and whatever seeds they put there, it grows. So I was grown in always. I was with the environment. I was in the environment playing with plants. You can say I used to hide behind the what do you call the greens, the tall ones, we call it here tandikire. They grow tall because I was so small. For me it's very huge, right? So I used to go hide in inside those greens, and my mom used to come and searching for me. I'll be there. So I my till in Tutukarin, I always used to be in whenever I get free time, I'll be there in the garden, working in the garden. So you can never separate me from plants. And so when I built my house, I wanted to grow my own plants. So I had a very little area in the surrounding, but I was so greedy. I wanted to grow more plants. So I followed so many techniques. You know, all the guards, I used to put them down and they used to climb up, and I used to harvest one snake guard a seed. I took 450 snake guards. So it was I think it is going to be a record or something like that. And I grew in hot Chennai. I grew grapes. So this also, Mr. Nirmal sir brought it into the limelight. One of the meeting, I'm a very bad listener. No, I used to giggle. I told you, no, I'm a very playful person. So I was talking with my neighbor person who was sitting, and I was showing my small. There was a very small camera cell phone by Reliance. So I was just showing a, see, I've got grapes in my house. See, I've got so much of avaraka. I've got this, that. I was showing her, no. Sir stopped the speech and called me. Malti, can't you keep quiet for some time? I said, no, sir, I'm just showing this. What did you show? You come and show it to all of us. Then I went and showed him. He was so, you've done so much, you have not told us. Then immediately it was put on the screen. They just connected it to the screen, and everybody could see that. So, and sir told Hindu paper, see, somebody in Chennai caught whether they are growing grapes in the terrace. So this has to come as an article. So the September month of 2007, all over India, my article came out, and people started calling me from all over India. So the credit goes to Nirmal sir for, bringing out my talents to the public. So I see them as my children. Plants, I see them as my children. You cannot separate me and them.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that beautiful experience. I could visualize it when you were sharing it with all of you, those people who are sitting with you. Then Nirmal sir calls you up. And I could visualize all of that. That's really nice. And being able to grow grapes on our terrace is really a wonder.
Yeah.
It's really
And next step, I've gone to my organic, integrated organic farming also. I have my honeybees in my terrace,
wow.
but my, என்னுடைய தாகம் தீரல. So I bought one land in Chennai near my house that is 8 kilometers away from my house, long back in 2006. And 2007, I started my first paddy agriculture. Then all kinds of trees, like whatever is required for the house, like coconut, chicos, govas, anything, or any fruit, mangoes, everything. And I whatever I want for the house, like vegetables. And I have some hen. I have my honeybees there, my goats, cows, everything are there. My pets, small pups, all of them are there. I actually, my relaxing time is my farm. I just throw away everything and go sit there. Means I'll be playing with my puppies and seeing the calves, my plants, how they grow. And if I am at home now, I'm at home after my surgery. I call my farm lady and say, அக்கா, அங்க அந்த அந்த காய் இருக்கும் அக்கா, பாருங்க அந்த கீரை இருக்கும், இந்த 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 மரத்தை ட்ரிம் பண்ண வேண்டி இருக்கும், தாத்தா வந்தா சொல்லுங்க. She used to tell me, you are sitting there, how do you know? I said, no, I have when I come there, I see, but you don't see anything. No, no, I know what is there. Once I was admitted in the hospital in 2013, for my eyes got closed. So I was, the doctors told me, we do not know why your eyes closed, what infection we should identify. So you should not do any work. Don't cook, don't do anything. Don't go near the plants. In the hospital, I was sitting and tying my Nityamalli flower, and it used to go to the player there. And if doesn't go on time, the watchman will come. Amma இன்னைக்கு பூ வரல. Then I said, இன்னும் கொண்டு வரலப்பா, பூ வந்தோன்னு கட்டி தரேன். Upper doctor came and said, "What is happening here?" I said, "No, doctor, the flowers are there in my house. They'll bring. It's boring for me, so I used to sit and tie the flowers and give it to the." You no no no, you should not do it. The we do not know whether you're getting infection from that, so don't touch anything. So for 1 month, I was sitting at home without touching anything. I told no, see, go and see. I think you will have the ridge guard there near the kitchen window side. One climber has gone up. You just see you'll have a ridge guard there. My brother, my son said, "Amma, உனக்கு என்னம்மா நீ வீட்ல தானே உட்காந்துருக்க நீ வெளியே போல how do you know no no I know it is there you go see and he loves this pirkanga chutney so he immediately went and saw and he said Amma correct what you said is correct it is there where which place you said it is there so like that like I will know I they are my like children's so I know I'll have a vegetable there so this is my connection with the plant and me yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma'am. That's really nice. Thank you for sharing that anecdote. That's really nice. And I could visualize it again. The way you shared it so nicely, I could really form a mental picture with that. That's really great. Now, ma'am, you also focused on lifting up women.
Yes.
You're a woman entrepreneur and you would like to help others also with regard to the entrepreneurship. Now, how
Yeah.
is this being done and who could benefit from this?
See, in Women Development Corporation, I think it is in all over India. You have this making the self-help groups and making them learn things and make their start their own business. So when I was in Velicheri, I started these women groups and I handed it over to Exnora. I had to build my new house in Medavakam, so I had to leave Velicheri because Medavakam became a panchayat. So I had to leave Velicheri and come. I handed over to Exnora. But till then, I was, teaching them everything. But whenever people want my help or something, they will call me. I will go help them. And in colleges also now I tell them any help regarding this entrepreneurship or something like that, you just come to me. I will guide where to go and what to do. One of my friend is an MSME joint director, so I can help you out. And I'm also in contact with the women development and all that. So I will guide them whom to meet, how to go about it, and any course they want to learn. I can definitely guide anybody who wants to know. And I also run a bag unit. I make travel bags with cloths. It you can wash it. The cloth bag weighs just 500 grams, but it can carry a weight of 10 to 15 kgs, and which is foldable, and it can last for 10 years. I guarantee you that. So if you don't tamper it, just put things and carry 15 kg any weight you carry, nothing happens to my bag. So this is my this is my this is another thing. In Exnora we used to say use bags, don't use plastics. In my childhood days, my father's pants used to become my school bag, and also the pillow cover or a bag which is carried for carrying the rice or vegetables. So that is reusable was there in those days, which I carried over. I don't. I always remember all olden days. Whatever I learned in my grandma's place and my mom's place when I was so small. I still remember all those things. So my cousins used to ask, "How I don't know why you remember all those things and you're trying to practice all that." So that is how this bag came, and I'm designing new bags with that with new clothes. And now I used to old clothes previously. Now I started buying new clothes in bulk, started making bags, and yesterday 15 of my bags have traveled to Malaysia. It's from what do you say, Natyanjali school. They are taking children to Malaysia and Mati Cave. The children are going to dance. They can carry only 7 kgs of weight. So the dance teacher is my friend. He said, I think only we can carry your bag because your bag is 500 grams. Because she told me only, I knew that is 500 grams my bag is. And they had to carry 6.5 kg, they can carry other than the bag weight. So I think your bag will be the apt bag. And they ordered the bag and they took. So I'm happy that I'm doing some, nice works also.
Excellent, ma'am. Are you really like Goddess Durga? No, she's able, like Goddess Durga is very powerful and she manages so many things. So I feel when I feel meet people like you who are able to balance so many things at one time, being a detective, connected with farming, connected with women empowerment, connected with being an entrepreneur yourself as well, with regard to the bags that you've just mentioned, a great speaker, a mentor. Hats off to you. That's really nice. Now, my question to you is if
Yeah,
there is somebody out there, a youngster who wants to be the next A.M.
yeah,
Malathi,
yeah.
suggestion you have for them? What is the advice you have for them?
See, I'm a person who doesn't take things very seriously. My thought is, uh, when I started the field, of course, I used to think, they've given me money, I have to do justice. I have to find out the evidence for this case, and I used to, don't sleep or think about it, talk about it at home. My husband will say, mainly go to sleep, don't disturb me. So then I started realizing, yes, I should not do that. And I have one more character inside me. If you say no, you cannot do this, I will do it. I will complete the task. And I can tell you one small example. Maybe it's where people may laugh also. Like one of the trip to my Namakkal, my husband's place. We were in the hotel. The hotel owner is our friend. My husband, used to wash his chain every day while bathing. He has that habit. And he used to put it in the tub. That day when he was bathing, he just threw the tub water inside the closet. I do not know why he did that. And the chain went inside that. And like small boy, he comes out saying, I put the chain in the closet. I said, what is wrong with you? And I just went rushing to the closet and I saw it was not there. Already it is gone. Then what to do? I said, what to do? Then he never refused to come out of the room. He was sitting inside the room. And I went running. I told the friend, see, this is what my husband has done. Where is the septic tank? Where is the choke pit and all that? And there is a small sump which connects the septic tank. So I asked him and he said, I do not know, madam. I should call the plumber. He called the plumber. Plumber had gone to another place which is about 30 to 40 kilometers away from the place where he's taken up a work and he's working there. He cannot leave the work and come. He said, I will come, you wait. It is gold. How we will wait? I said, okay, Nandu sir, we will just start clearing your septic tank. And septic tank lorries we called, and they were pumping the water. And the water, irka ilya, we need to find out. So I said, okay, my farm is there in my native, which is 5 kilometers away from the hotel. I said, just empty the water in the farm. So we will check whether the chain is there or not. We emptied 6 lorries of water, and we didn't get the chain. And everybody, and morning till evening, it became 4 o'clock in the evening. Everyone lost hope. Where is this? Then no, they looked at me. I said, my husband still didn't come down. Then I went near the manager and asked, அண்ணா அடுத்து என்ன பண்ணலாம்னு யோசிக்கணும் அப்படிங்கும்போது he said, அம்மா எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு வேற யாராவது இருந்தா 10 பவுன் செயின் கீழே வந்து அழுதுருப்பாங்க. நீங்க இன்னும் யோசிக்கிறீங்க அதை எப்படி எடுக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அப்படின்னு. Then finally the plumber comes walking. He went to the closet. He just we broke the closet and saw whether it is there in that the YouTube, the bend. No, we just saw it is not there. Then he came down. Only he knew where that small putty there will be a small chamber which connects to the septic tank. Uh, then he went and saw it was there and he brought it. And after it came, my husband came down. We said we fought, he came down. So till I got it, I did not show, I did not try, I did not, think I won't get. So that attitude I have. I keep trying for things. So this is my character. So this is what I expect from the youngsters. And I will leave the problem for 1 or 2 days, let it settle down. Suddenly in the night, I'll get the click. You should have done it like this, Malathi. You do it, you will get it like this. Something or the other will come up in your mind. So that is what I would tell. Don't give up work. Keep working. Yeah.
Excellent, ma'am. Thank you for sharing. Again, you made me visualize the entire thing. So I really, the way you explained it so well, I could really, really form that mental picture and visualize all of that. That's wonderful. I'm happy that the goal change was found and it was really nice. And what we learn from this is be persistent, don't give up.
Yeah.
And that's
See,
the
I,
message
I
we'd like to
always,
give.
don't when I say something to someone, if they say no to that, I will not talk to them, or I will not tell them what I am going to do, because the first initial message from them will be don't do. The don't do, I don't like it. I have to complete it. I have to do it. That is my
That's nice.
thing.
It's really very nice. And hardly few of us have that, no matter what, if I feel it right, I will do it.
Yes.
Yes, I'll find different ways and methods to do it, but I'll complete the task. That's
Yeah.
taking up the challenge.
Yeah.
Yes, dear. Wonderful. Now, ma'am, apart from being a wonderful professional in different fields, did you ever get some time or do you ever get some time to watch movies? If yes, who is your favorite hero and
Yeah, yeah.
heroine
I
and which
watch
movie?
movies, but I keep walking and watching movies.
Oh,
Because I don't like to go from my childhood. I don't like to go and sit in one place and watch. My father's, I told because he was the one who erected the thermal power plant 1 and 2 in Tuticorin. So we used to get a very little time to see my father. Now my father will come in the morning in the car, enter the house, and we will be ready with the bags to get into the car to go to the school. That is the time we meet. So I learned from my father, hard work, and he's so brilliant. He's always logistics, and like how to be bold, how to ask questions. All these things, I learned from my father. Uh, One incident I can quote. I in second standard, when I was doing my second standard in Dharmaburi Valalar Arivalayam school. I'm mentioning all this because maybe I may get some friends from there. um, the teacher hit me with a scale. I just took the scale from her and I hit her back. So my father was called. In those days, AE in TNEB was a very big post. People all will, give them, "Ayya solunga," like that. So my father came, and the teacher said, "Look what your daughter has done." My father says, "What? What did she do?" She hit me. What did you do? I hit her. That is why she's done it. Teacher should know to handle the child. You should not hit the child. What you are doing, she's doing it back. And he had the courage to talk to the teacher, which again another incident where my sister was 8 years younger to me. I used to bring her to St. Anthony's School near my school, Bonsecker School. She studied UKG. I used to leave her in the school and go to my classroom. One day the teacher calls me. She's an Anglo-Indian. She said, "Bring your father." Yeah, went and told my dad, "No, that lady is telling me, bring your father like this." And I said, "Okay, I will come." He was in BHL then, and when we were in Madras. So he came, he asked. The teacher said, "Sit down" means my sister gets up. Okay? If she says, "Sit down," she gets up. Stand, she sits down. Then she said, "See, your daughter is very arrogant." Then my father said, if she's arrogant, it is you should handle. You should know to handle the child. You are not able to handle the child. So I am witnessing my father, bold. And one more incident is my father when in Erode, there was one mill which is cheating the EB, TNEB. Those days when I was in third standard means it is fourth standard. 76, 1976, the amount of the EB they've cheated is 1.5 lakhs. And they come to my house, they threaten my father. We were all there sitting in the hall and playing. My father said, all of you go outside and play. They came with cash. They told them, you don't file a case or you don't give it to the higher officials. My father said, please take back the money. Those days my father's salary was 250 rupees only. That day they gave him 1,000 rupees in a cover. And they said, after everything is over, we'll give you more. But my father said no. And everybody in the near around area said, சார் நீங்க வாங்கிட்டு விட்டுடுங்க, அவங்களாம் கொலகாரங்க, அவங்க மில்லுள்ளே உங்களை புதைச்சிருவாங்க. My father went with the police. He won the case. Then after winning the case, there was a small putty 1 by 2 inches column his name came. Mr. Kadiresan of TNEB found out this. அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஒரு இது வந்தது. It's a great thing in those days. I still remember the small column. அது முடிச்ச உடனே my father quit the job because they might do anything to the children. And so he quit the job. He joined BHL in Chuchukorin. So that boldness, which is still the right na இது right, இது தப்புனா தப்பு, அது யாரா இருந்தாலும் எங்க இருந்தாலும் நான் சொல்லுவேன். So all these qualities which has come from my father. And when I go for detective work, people used to ask me, how do you go without even knowing the address, how you're going? In my childhood days, my mother, without having the address, she will take us. Once she took us to Trichy, she'll say, அவங்களுக்கு அவர் கருப்பா இருப்பாரு, அவங்க இந்த வீட்டுக்காரமா வெள்ளையா இருக்கும், மூணு பொண்ணுங்க, மூணு பொண்ணுங்களும் நல்ல கலரா தான் இருக்கும், அந்த வீடு எங்க இருக்கு, அந்த வீடு எங்க இருக்குன்னு she took us to the place. So without even knowing the address, my mother took her to the place. So these are all my experience. I keep watching elders, what they do, what my granny does. I got all traditional things from my grand. I speak about lots of traditional values in my talks. So all that comes from my grand. So I really like to thank these three people in my life, for giving me my boldness, courageous, குருட்டு தைரியம்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. That I got it from my mother. Traditional values from my grand. So I've seen them and grown. So that is why I'm in this stage right now.
Excellent, excellent, ma'am. And I wish all of us have those kind of parents that you
Yeah.
had, a wonderful set of parents like to guide you in the right way. Because nowadays, most of the parents are quite negligent. I really admire your father. He's a very bold person, and your
Yeah.
mother too. Nevertheless,
Yeah.
she has also contributed in a very positive way.
Now, most of the time, my mother used to be there in the house. I told you my father is a workaholic. He will be there in the office. The two projects in thermal power plant, which is supplying power for us right now, he was the one who erected that, the main thing. And after that, he left to Saudi. After that, then he did it in Visakhapatnam, Orissa. All power plants is his work. And after that, he left India and went to Saudi Arabia. Saline Water Conversion Corporation in Saudi Arabia was erected there by my father. After he resigned his job and came back, one day I went to the house and he was doing some calculation. I asked, Papa, what are you doing? No, my American friend, he wants this calculation. They are going for another project. For him, he is working here. So he's a real genius person, my father.
Wonderful. That's really nice. And you're lucky to have had him in your life. That's
Yes.
wonderful. Now, dear ma'am, how would you want people to remember you? How should they remember A.M. Malathi?
A.M.Malathi, a bold person. கோபம் நல்லா வரும். ஆனா வந்து அன்பா இருப்பேன். I'll be, very affectionate. I'm a very down to earth person. After my talks in this YouTube channel, Nakiran and all, and now I had a surgery. I told you, I was going to the hospital, global hospital, and one lady just came running and holding my hand and said, "Madam, why are you here? What are you purchasing there in the what you're purchasing, ma'am, there in the medical shop?" I said, "Nothing. I'm going for my biopsy test." Not for you, no, ma'am. Not for you, no, ma'am. Tell me no. And then I said immediately, why she has to? I said, no, I'm absolutely all right. Don't I look nice? Uh, yes, ma'am, you're looking nice. Then why did you come? No, I just came for a friend of mine. Then I entered the doctor. I told, if she's going to come inside and ask about me, you say I'm absolutely normal. Don't tell her that I'm going in for a surgery. So I don't want the people, to get afraid of anything. They should be normal. I just walked the next day after the surgery. I'm I'm doing all my works by myself. So I'm a fighter.
Excellent, excellent. I like that. All of us should be like you, ma'am, strong, bold, courageous, ready to face any type of situation that comes and be a fighter for, because, survival of the fittest, as simple I can
Yes.
put that. If you're
Yeah.
able to fight through all the difficulties and challenges, you're a winner. Dear ma'am, what is it that you love about yourself? You said bold earlier.
Yeah.
Now, what do you really
Yes.
love and admire in Malathi?
See, I help people. Instantly I will do that. You may think I'm a detective. I will, think twice, thrice, four times, and just do a help. Instantly, I will start helping people the minute I see them. Whether they have done anything, whether it is going to be the first time, also I'll start helping them. Sometimes that will revert back to me. My husband will say, "I told you no, you should have taken me." No, it's okay. And for a day or two, I will feel, I did this help. They have not, or even recognized me, or they have not even said a thank you to me, or they would have done something else also. But I 2 days back also I said I did all this, but they are doing like this. I small help also they are not wanting. Just information to my farm lady they are not doing. My husband said, I already told you, think twice before doing, but you do it and then you feel. Then I said, after half an hour, I went and told them, I will feel for some time, but next minute somebody comes for help, I will forget all this and I'll be helping them. So that is Malathi.
Yes.
Every day I should do some good work or I should help people. My friends also say like you have that quality in you, but I don't know. In my college friends, they tell me you are a very strong person. You are a different person. You help people, which you didn't know. But we are telling you that we have seen this in college itself from you.
Yes, dear. That's really nice. Now, as you spoke of friends just now, what do you think friendship is, ma'am? Because many of our friends take us for granted. They make us, give our time and effort for their benefit. But when it comes to our own time and I mean our need, they are all like away, not ready to come forward. They have excuses. So, in your case, how were friends? Did you face that too?
See, fortunately, I have very good friends in my college days. I told you because I have been traveling from different schools. I didn't have very close friends in schools, but in college, I really have very good friend, Nazat Sultana. She is in Singapore. She's the head of the library, head librarian in the Singapore library, and Usha, Sumati, all these people are my very close friend. When my daughter was saying that the surgery after my, she told me yesterday, "Amma, Usha auntie cried when you came out of the surgery. She called me and asked how is Amma." So I have such good friends. She came with me like Seerversa with the Kadala Urunda, Barbies, all Barbies, and she said I just went to the store to find out what are the healthy food you should eat. I'm so proud that I've got some good friends. And my friend from Singapore, they just for the sake of my daughter, they came to daughter's wedding. They came here, stayed here for 5 days. They enjoyed, and we really had a reunion and thing after 1990. I met all my friends. I mean, these very close friends in 2021, and I know my family members are also were from Singapore. They are coming for the wedding, so that closeness we have.
Excellent. That's wonderful. Thank you so much. Now, ma'am, one major question before we go into the rapid fire round. What kind of a change you'd love to see in the world?
See, people, during COVID, they all sat inside the house. The ozone layer closed. But now they have started going out, plastic covers everywhere, and we educate them, but they are not listening. Even they know they don't want to follow it. Just it is out of the house, their problem is solved. But that is what I wanted to emphasize, that people should know what they are doing is wrong and people should change. So this is what I want people to do. This change I would like to have it in the world. And plastic free, because I'm an environmentalist. A plastic free I made my daughter do a water body in fancy dress, and she got first prize. And water everywhere, not a drop to drink. And after 50 years, after 2020, how will Chennai city be? This was a task in first standard, and I wrote this. And there is going to be only papers all over. Water bodies will be lost. That is happening, and there will be water problem. So that is happening. At least now I want people to change. So only when for 2 months water is not there, people will say, "Oh, water not there, water is not there," and after that they will start using it like anything. But they are depleting the groundwater table level, which will take long time to build up. Their bore wells are going for 1,000 feet, 1,500 feet. All this should be controlled by the government. So these are all my மனக்குமுறல். இதெல்லாம் வந்து பார்க்கணும். மக்களுக்கு அவங்களுக்கே உணர்வு வரணும்.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for sharing all of that. Thank you for the beautiful message. You are a wonderful person connected with the environment, wanting to save the environment. I really admire that. Like you are an all-rounder.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's really nice. Now, ma'am, towards the end of this session, we have a small round called as the rapid fire round. But there are
Okay.
still several questions that I need to ask you. Maybe we'll have part two again with you. If you share your time, I'll be really very happy.
Sure.
Thank you, dear. Thank
Yeah.
you. Now we just
Thank
have a small segment called as the rapid fire round, which will take
Okay.
another 5 to 10 minutes, dear.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, dear. Thank you. Dear friends, we've had a wonderful time, a learning experience of how one could be bold, courageous for the right reasons and the right causes, and how you could draw inspiration from the right kind of people around you. So here is an inspirational figure with us. She is Mrs. A.M.Malathi, a detective, a wonderful human being, an entrepreneur, a farmer connected with, the right kind of farming, that is terrace farming, then organic gardening, it could be kitchen workshop, it could be, and saving the environment in different ways. So friends, join us to get to know about her likes and dislikes as well on the rapid fire round. Ma'am, this
Yeah.
is a very brief round where you would like to share your thoughts and views in a very brief way. Yeah, the
Okay.
answers could be one word or one sentence. Now,
Sure.
your favorite breakfast, dear?
Idli.
And idli, what you would like to have as a side dish, like
Uh,
sambar or podi?
with pudina and kotamali chutney.
Oh,
Pudina kotamali grind together
is coconut
with
added to that?
coconut and the imli and chilies.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you for the recipe. Quickly, you gave us the
Yeah.
recipe. Thank you. Now, ma'am, from where do you derive your strength? When you feel low, from where do you derive your strength?
I sit in one place. I will be, thinking about it for some time. Then I say, Malti, no, this is not you. Just get up, walk up. Whatever it is gone is gone. Just keep going forward. I pat myself and I come out.
Great, great, great. Ma'am, you're looking beautiful in blue today.
Yeah.
Maybe know your favorite color?
This is my favorite color. Pink is another favorite color I have.
Which shade
Pink
of
and
pink?
this pink. Yeah, my friends say, whatever saris I'm wearing for the interviews, all my US friends say, Malti, you have not changed. You're wearing the same mild color, blue color or pink. Uh, that was what I was wearing in college. It seems I don't remember, but they say, tell me.
Oh, great. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Now, ma'am, when you were a school student below 10th class, your favorite subject?
Max. Rajalakshmi, Miss is my max teacher. She used to teach very fast. I'm not a slow person. So if somebody teaches me fast, I will be happy and I'll be listening. If it is going to drag on, then I won't listen. That how this teacher will teach us is she will when I was in ninth, she used to handle ninth and 10th. So if she knows that we are free, what she will do is from 10th she will give one problem to them. From there, she'll come running to our class. It will be next class. She'll come to our class. She will teach us one problem and she will give us a problem, solve it, go there. One period, she can conduct two classrooms.
Excellent.
So she's my very favorite teacher, and no, I remember only her name because she is my favorite teacher.
Excellent,
I
ma'am.
scored 95 in 10.
Yes, dear. That's wonderful, ma'am. Now, ma'am, we'd like to ask you about your proudest accomplishment. You accomplished so many things in various fields. Till
Yeah.
date, among all of them, which makes you feel really proud?
Proud, when people are now telling me, you have grown up your children very well. For anything and everything, if I tell my son is an advocate in high court practicing, my daughter is an homeopathic doctor. She's married and her husband is an IT professional. If I say, like I'm at home, sitting at home now, I say this has to go there, that has to come there. Sitting at home, I'm still manufacturing my bags, and bags are going to Bangalore. Bags are coming to Bangalore, and it has gone to Malaysia. People ask me, how is it possible? You're sitting at home, your unit is somewhere else. How are you purchasing the cloth? So everything I from sitting at home, I'm doing it. And my daughter, my son-in-law, three of them are, like they will help me. And all this, my husband will sit and look like this. I do not know how you extract work from everyone like this. He knows I will complete anything in the house. He needs also. He'll say, "You do it. No, you are the right person to do." Any work to be done at home, like calling a plumber or an electrician or any work, he'll say, you do it, you can do it better than me. So he's for all this, I will tell you, this 30 years, both of us, we keep fighting. Anyhow you keep fighting, but my back support is my backbone, I would say, is my husband. Now if I do something wrong and if I become, uh, nah, I'll think done this. He'll say, no, it's okay. And he will pat you and he'll say, keep going. So he is my very great support. And my children's and my son in law, all of them were my supporters.
Excellent. That's wonderful. That's really nice. Now, dear, we'd like to know about your thought on whose life you'd love to, focus on. Suppose we give you a time machine in your hand and request you to click the red button that would take you into the past era. There's a project work for you, relive somebody's life and return back. So, if you are given that task to relive somebody's life, select a personality of the past era, whose life you'd love to relive and come back again.
In my childhood days, my uncle, maternal uncle, used to tell me, my sister has grown her daughter like Indira Gandhi. No, Indira Gandhi was a very bold lady that time, and my father, no, I don't read. I don't like to read. Actually, my father used to sit and read for my 10th exam. I used to sit, okay, okay, okay. If I have a doubt, Papa explain this, he'll explain. Like that only used to go and write. I don't read books. So I'll tell my dad, Papa, I'm feeling sleepy. I have to go and sleep. Then he'll say, you see, Indira Gandhi, Prime Minister, she works throughout the day. She sleeps only for 4 hours. Okay? So you have to be like her. And so my mother also used to make me haircuts like Indira Gandhi. So whenever I go to my village, they say, Kuti Indira Gandhi varde, Kuti Indira Gandhi varde. So I would like to go back like
Excellent.
Indira Gandhi. Yeah.
Yes, dear. I understand the selection that she was also a very bold personality. Yes, dear.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, you are also, very bold and very powerful in your own space. That's really wonderful, dear, creating an impact for all of us. Now, ma'am, your favorite month?
Favorite month, that will be December, January, February, where like the plants grow happily.
Yes.
From starting from the rainy season, I would say that that season. After August 15th till January, the plants grow very happily and the climate is also very nice. So I'm a enviro friendly person, so I would like those days.
Yes, dear. Now, ma'am, if I were to ask you, how would you define 24 hours? A perfect day. What, according to you, it should a perfect day be like? Just put it in one word. ஒரு நல்ல நாள் ஒரே ஒரு வார்த்தையில. If I get my Tamil right.
Yeah. Um, Full day with all positive works happening. Full day, the whole day, positive work happening. That is what I would like.
Positivity,
Yes.
positive vibes. Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Now, ma'am, did you spend money on anything, on any article or any item, and then repented, like regretted that why did I spend money? Because we all tend to do that. We waste our
Yeah.
money like on unwanted stuff. So has that happened with you? Like you spent it and then regret?
I have spent for my plants, for my hobby, like growing pets and all that. One of my friends used to say, you have a very costly pet. No, I grow cows, so she says, yeah, your hobby is a costly hobby. But I get some satisfaction out of it. So I I wouldn't say I regret, but sometimes I feel, oh, I'm spending money on, but it's for the uh, animals. It's okay. Yeah.
Yes, dear. Wonderful answer. Beautiful answer. Now, ma'am, your favorite kind of music, is it traditional music? Like there are different traditional music. It could be like Carnatic music, or it could be Shastriya Sangeet, or it could be something
இல்ல
like
சும்மா
that.
அப்படியே பாட்டு கேட்டா பிடிக்கும். I like to hear, but no favoritism for singing. I don't sing. இதுதான் வேணும் அதுதான் வேணுங்கிறது கிடையாது. In movies also the same. I'll just walk and watch the movie. But all the movies I will know, in the starting I will know something, middle I will know something, end I'll know something. So song, some of the songs I while hearing, while going out in the car, I just hear. That's it. Yeah.
Yes, dear. Now, ma'am, a very big question. Apart from the professional front, one very important task, that is cooking. உங்களுக்கு சமையல் நல்லா வருமா, ma'am?
Super varum. I have a channel called Agriaka channel where I do varagadupu cooking.
Wow. Could you name the
Firewood
channel,
cooking.
please?
Yeah, Agri Akka Malathi.
Agri Akka
Malathi. Yeah,
Malathi. Is it?
Malathi, yes. I do firewood cooking in that, and some of the recipes you wouldn't have seen in any of the channels.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. My dear friends, do share, do subscribe to this channel, this recipe channel, where you could learn a lot of traditional
I
recipes.
more you will see about my agriculture work and this. But for the past 2 years, I am not posting anything. Now I am going to be at rest at home. I have decided, I think from next week onwards, I'll be posting some new posts.
Yes, dear. We will be looking forward to your posting such that we could also learn a lot from it. Yes, dear. Now, ma'am, we come to the next question. Your favorite snack? Which type of murku or vada? Which one? What do you like?
I love to eat mulaka bhaji. And when I go to my Namakkal, they make nice bondas. I don't get anywhere. The Paramati Velur is the small town I go. You get nice bondas there. That I like, and Malaka Bhaji is my favorite snack. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Are you a tea or a coffee person?
Tea.
Yes, tea. Now, ma'am, I'd like to put this question. What is that one thing that you love about your job with regard to, being a detective? What is that one thing that you like about it? They
See,
say you get a kick when you
previously,
do that. So what is that?
previously when I was young, I entered the 23 years. I entered the field. That time I didn't know they are giving me money. I'm doing work, but when I was 27 years old, for one of the parents, they came and fell in my feet. They said, "You have saved my daughter's life." I told them, "No, you gave me money. I have done it." Then they said, "See, even I've given money to some other agency. They didn't do it, but you have done it." So then I realized, oh, I'm doing some very good job, which is, helping other people to come out of their problems. So I started liking that, and I work. I always tell them, while taking the case, if I am able to do, I will take money from you. If I am not able to do, I will not do your case, and I will not take money from you. This still I follow. If I'm not able to, I will even return the money. Yeah,
That's very nice and very honest. That's very nice.
yeah,
It's a beautiful way to show your genuine work,
yeah.
honest and genuine work. That's wonderful. Now, dear ma'am, you've received several honors, several awards and
Yes,
rewards.
yeah.
Amongst all of them, which is very close to your heart?
Um, One of the Lions Club member, he kept watching me all the time when I used to give lecture in college. He also used to come. One fine day, he called me and said, "Madam, you have to come to our." He was a governor then. He's Line Suresh. He's from Madambakam. And, we want to give you the Lifetime Achievement Award. And I just said, "சார் உங்களுக்கு என்னை பத்தி என்ன தெரியும், எதுக்கு நீங்க வந்து எனக்கு இதை கொடுக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறீங்க?" He said, "Madam, I've been following you for the past 5 years. You're coming to the college for 5 years. I'm also coming. When you're not there, also I ask them what ma'am is doing, what she's doing." And one of the and he used to always see me. I did organic agriculture farming. I taught them in Prince Venkateswara College, Gauri Vakam. We planted paddy, we took the paddy, made pongal there. And I never used to ask any, there are people who go to college, give lectures, take money. I mean, it's a contract basis they go. But I just in the evenings when I'm free, I just go there. I tell the students previously I'm coming. You ask any doubt you have in gardening, and I go sit there in the mud and I work with the students. So all this, madam was saying, and I've been watching your Facebook also. You're doing great job, madam. So I have to do. Said, "Oh, அப்படியா? Okay, I'm coming." I said I went there and I got it. So எனக்கு என்னன்னா, என்ன பார்த்து நான் என்னென்ன பண்ணியிருக்கேன்னு புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு he has selected me. So அது வந்து I thought, okay. And I had also done that work. அது எல்லாமே அவர் கரெக்டா பார்த்துருக்காரு. I feel that is a great achievement. Other than that, I've got lots of other things, like for planting so many trees. Normal சார் நிறைய கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் எக்ஸ்னோரல் வந்து I've got so many awards. And Mega TV has given me the Women's Day அன்னைக்கு best entrepreneur கொடுத்துருந்தாங்க. Lots of awards I've got. இது வந்து எல்லாருமே என்ன மானிட்டர் பண்ணி தான் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. இதை ஏன் நான் சூஸ் பண்ணேன்னா, He has seen me teaching the students the agriculture. So that is what I feel it's to my heart.
Thank you, dear. Thank you for sharing. That's really nice. And ma'am, towards the end of the session, we have a small request. We would like you to share three magical words with us. You shared a lot, but still, towards the end, we have this rule. The celebrity will share three magical words apart from please, sorry, and thank you. You could share any three powerful words for us to transform our lives and to focus on the right path.
Before those powerful words, I would like to say something.
Yes, please.
I used to watch students. If you take them for NSS camp, I take them for NSS camps. They act as though they are working. So before going, I give them some lectures. Nowadays, children are like that. So what I say is, do your work. Kadamai kanniyam kattupadu. Do your work. Don't expect anything. Whatever has to come will come to you. And one more thing I would like to say is, இந்த நாட்டுல நடக்கக்கூடிய தீய செயல்களுக்கு காரணம் கொடியவர்களின் தீய செயல் அல்ல, நல்லவர்களின் மௌனமே. See, when there is something wrong happening in a place, it is not because of the bad people. The good people keep quiet. They are not raising their voice. This has to happen. The good people have to come out and speak. Otherwise, like our country will lose its thing. So that is what I want to, I'm just seeing, there's a fight in the street or something happening. I just go running out without knowing anything. But the neighbors, they just stand in the balcony, stand inside their compound and watch. See, during COVID, one boy comes in the night at 10:30, knocked my house. I couldn't recognize him because in COVID, all of us sitting at home, we put on weight. Then I said, this boy looks like the opposite side house, flat boy. And I came and opened the house. He said, Auntie, my father fell down full of blood. Please come help. Then I was in the 90s. So I said, I asked my husband, you please go. I'm just changing my dress and coming out. And people are not coming out from that own flat, that same flat. People are not coming out. And I was so shocked. The minute I sent my husband, before changing the dress, I just dialed 108. After that, I just went outside. And one more Anna is in the corner of the street. To their house, I called. அவங்க வீட்ல 1 weekல வந்து they have a wedding lined up, but the wedding boy, his brothers, that Anna, Akka, everybody came. So the தெருவுலயே me and that family are standing outside to help the family. He passed away. Till nobody was there, only that boy was there. That relatives had to come from faraway place. Till then, we were only, just taking care, doing some help for them. uh, Everybody in the flat, they just locked their door and they were inside the house. At that time, COVID was not very serious. The lockdown was released. That time this happened. I was, no, it was 2021 February. This happened. That time everything was normal, right? So that, to my heart, I felt what people are like this. If something happens, they are not going to look into it. So this is one thing, is really hurting me. Why people are like that?
Yes, dear ma'am. Thank you for sharing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I said. You are an angel with invisible wings and an invisible crown. That's really wonderful.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, dear. Would you
Yeah.
like to share the three words now, dear?
Yeah. கடமை கண்ணியம் கட்டுப்பாடு. கடமையை செய் பலனை எதிர்பார்க்காது. So that is what I will tell all the viewers and youngsters. Youngsters, they have to learn this. They have to understand the reality. Yeah. கடமை கண்ணியம் கட்டுப்பாடு.
Yes, dear. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. Looking forward to many more interactions with you. I had a learning experience, and you've taken me on that enchanting journey. You made me visualize so many things. You made me relive many experiences that you've been through. Thank you so much. And we would love many more A.M. Malthys to be born again, to bring about change in the world, to stand bold, courageous. No matter what you face in life, you have to stand and face your life and help others as well. So you have a wonderful
Yes.
heart with all the incidents that you've shared that I get to understand. So lots of love to you from the International Fab Talks, ma'am. Romba romba nandri, ma'am. Thank you.
Nandri. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. My dear friends, with this we come to an end to the International Fab Talks for today. We had a wonderful time, a learning experience. All the experiences, the wisdom, the courage, the boldness, everything was shared today beautifully on this platform. We'd like you also to transform your lives and become stronger, the better version of yourself. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment to the International Fab Talks. Share this beautiful video with the right kind of people. You never know who might be interested, who might be influenced and transformed for the right reasons after viewing all that has been shared today on this platform. Stay safe and stay blessed. Don't forget to love yourself, respect the people around you, and of course, don't forget to smile. Keep smiling. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.